Over the years, I've watched thousands of matches and I've tried to work out where players trip up. I've come up with my 5 most important elements of match play. Hi, I'm Paul Dale and welcome back to my tennis instruction series. Even without these 5 elements, you may be able to win, but with them, it's going to be a lot easier. Owning a first serve that can do damage can set you up for success, but it all depends on how many times the first serve is going in. Achieving a high percentage of first serves in a match will give you a big advantage. Of course, when you serve, the depth, direction and speed of the ball play a big part, but a high percentage of first serves during a match is our first element of match play. Because the serve is such an important part of the match and players are expected to hold their serve, that means that the returner serve becomes important also. If you can't break your opponent's serve, you can't win the match. Therefore, the returner serve is our second element of match play. By getting a lot of returns back consistently in a match, you're putting a subtle pressure on the server to maybe go for too much. You're serving a lot of first serves and your return is engaging your opponent in a rally each time. There's a lot of strategies for rallying effectively, but something you can't do is make a lot of unforced errors. I often have to remind players that there are no strategies that involve leaking points during matches. That's the third element we need to be aware of. You've got to keep a low unforced error count. We could, of course, play slow and safe balls well inside the lines to avoid making unforced errors. But that's not going to help us against advanced opponents. Therefore, your job is to exert enough pressure during the point that leads us to winning the point. That's why I decided that the 4th element of match play is the ability to apply pressure in the rally. I hope you've been taking note of those last 4 elements, but there is one more, and for me, it's the most important element of them all. It's the ability to stay mentally stable during a match. Whether you're leading or trailing, you've got to maintain a steady resolve. As coaches, we really must train our players to be steady in what they are doing. If you want to be a good player, there really is no other alternative. You've got to remember that every match is going to be different. In one match, you may be serving really well, whereas in the following match, it's not going so well. The important thing is that you analyze every match anew. Teach your players to analyze every match they're involved in and make adjustments during the battle.